Morning. Today I explain the difference between two types of measurement. Types of measurement, lesson 2, chapter 1. I have two types of measurement, direct measurement and indirect measurement. What is the difference between them? Direct measurement, I mean one measurement process only, one step only. When measured the volume of the liquid, for example, by graduated cylinder, volume of the liquid measured by graduated cylinder. This is one measurement process, one step. For another example, when measure my length, this is one step. I measure my length by meter or by meter tape. So this is one measurement process. Another example, when measured the liquid density, can measured by a hydrometer. Hydrometer, this is equipment to measure the density of liquid. So direct measurement, this is one measurement process only, no mathematical relation is applied. One measurement error because I have one step only. So when I have error, one measurement error only, okay? Indirect measurement. Indirect measurement, more than one measurement process. Like what? Like measure the volume of this cuboid. Number 1, measure the length of cuboid. Number 2, measure the width of cuboid. Number 3, measure the height of cuboid. And apply the law, volume equal length time width time height. So I do more than one measurement process. And mathematical relation is applied to find the quantity or to find the volume of the cuboid. In each step can get error. So the indirect measurement, more than one measurement error. Okay. Another example, I need to measure liquid density. Can determine this density by measure the mass of this liquid. Okay, measure the mass, put the liquid above the balance to measure the mass of this liquid, and measure the volume of the liquid by graduated cylinder, and determine the density by law. Density equal mass divide volume. First step, second step, third step. So more than one measurement process. And mathematical relation is applied. Density equal mass divide volume. I can get error in each step. So more than one measurement error. Okay. We must have error in any measurement? Yes. No measurement is accurate 100%. Why? Because there are reasons for the measurement errors. Number 1, choosing improper tool. For example, by using the beam balance instead of sensitive balance in measuring the mass of golden ring. I have golden ring, and I need to know the golden ring. I need to know the mass of this ring. We must use sensitive balance, but I haven't experienced, so I used beam balance instead of sensitive balance. This is wrong, okay? Second reason, defect in the measuring tool. For example, the equipment is old, okay, or the pointer has zero error. if this equipment has pointer, and the pointer must adjust on 0, but this pointer deflect by petite degree, so defect in the measuring tool. Okay. Number 3, wrong procedure due to inexperienced person. Like what? Like when measured by a graduated cylinder, I must put my eye here, parallel to the least point of the water of the liquid. But when put your eyes here or here, this is wrong due to inexperienced person. Okay. Number 4, in environmental conditions such as temperature, humidity, or air currents. So we get the sensitive balance is kept inside glass box, because the air currents may produce an error. How can I estimate error in direct measurement and in indirect measurement? At first, estimating error in direct measurement. In direct measurement, I have 4 physical quantities: x and x naught and delta x and r. What is the meaning of each sample? X is measurement value or measured value. X, this is the measured value. Measured value by the person. X naught is real value of actual value. Delta x, absolute error. Absolute error, difference between actual value and measured value. Actual value, this is the value real. Most this object has this value, but measured value, this is value measured by student, measured by person. Okay, the difference between them, this is equal absolute error, or delta x. Or relative error ratio between absolute error to actual value. Okay, for example, to understand, student measured the length of pencil. Student measured the length of pencil. This is measure value x. It was found to be 9.9 centimeters. So 9.9 centimeter is x. X equal 9.9 centimeter. Meanwhile, its actual length is 10 centimeter. Actual length or real length 10 centimeter. X naught equal 10 centimeter. Okay, I can by x and x naught get delta x, absolute error. Absolute error, delta x equal x naught minus x. X naught 10 minus x 9.9 equal 0.1. 0.1, this is delta x or absolute error. The difference between actual value and measured value. Okay, but relative error equal delta x over x naught. I mean delta x get 0.1 and x naught real value 10 centimeter. 0.1 over 10, this is relative error. Okay, another student measured the classroom length. This x, measured the classroom length x, measured value. It was found to be 9.13 meter. Meanwhile, its actual length x naught equal 9.11 centimeter. Estimate both absolute error and relative error in each case. Absolute error delta x equal x naught minus x, but in absolute sign. So delta x equal x naught 9.11 minus x 9.13 equal minus, okay, minus 0.2. 9 minus 9 0.11 minus 13 0.02, but in minus sign. But I can't write this minus sign because these numbers put in absolute sign. Absolute sign, I mean the result must be positive number, okay? But relative error equal delta x over x naught. Delta x absolute error 0.02, 0.02, and x naught real value or actual value 9.11. This is relative error, and the result can be changed into percentage by time it by 100, okay? If time it by 100, okay, the result becomes by percentage, okay? If you need the relative error by percentage, must multiply the result by 100. Thanks. Estimate errors in case of indirect measurement. Indirect measurement. How to know this problem? Indirect measurement. At first, we find two brackets. By each bracket has two numbers. Okay, the first number in the bracket is x naught, and the second number is delta x. And between the two numbers, plus and minus, plus and minus. In other side, between the two numbers, plus and minus. Why? Because delta x or absolute error, delta x absolute error has absolute sign, so the result must to be positive number. But I didn't know if this absolute error كانت يا ولاد positive or negative. يعني انا مش عارفه اصلا الابسوليوت ايرور دي كانت بوزيتيف اور نيجاتيف، عشان كده انا بحط هي بوزيتيف نيجاتيف قبل الابسوليوت ايرور، لكن لان انا دايما بطلع الريزلت بتاعتها باي بوزيتيف ساين. اوكي، فلاقي two brackets in this shape. I have two methods to solve these problems. At first, in case of plus and minus. Case of plus and minus, if these brackets plus, make these brackets plus, x naught plus x naught, يبقى x naught 1 plus x naught 2, and delta x 1 plus delta x 2. okay, في البلس or الماينس. plus هعمل first number plus الفيرست نمبر، second number plus السكند نمبر، ده في البلس. طب وفي الماينس؟ في الماينس بعمل الفيرست نمبر ماينس الفيرست نمبر والسكند نمبر بلس السكند نمبر. يبقى يا شباب احنا دايما نغير الساين في الاكس نوت اعملها بلس اور ماينس، لكن في الدلتا اكس هما دايما بلس. دلتا اكس دايما بيبقوا السكند نمبر هنا بيبقى بلس السكند نمبر هنا في التو براكتس. اوكي، if you need relative errors يبقى الدلتا اكس اللي انا get inside a bracket، الدلتا اكس دي اعملها divide الاكس نوت اللي انا جبتها. For example, in a lab experiment to determine a physical quantity L by adding, this is plus, okay, two physical quantities L1 and L2. If L1 equal 5.2 plus or minus 0.1 centimeter, and L2 5.8 plus or minus 0.2 centimeter, find the value of L. يبقى هو adding I mean plus، يعني L equal L1 plus L2. okay, this is two bracket. first number in each bracket x naught, second number in each bracket delta x. How to solve that? Okay, L equal, open the brackets and put plus and minus. Added the first number to the first number, 5.2 plus 5.8, 11, okay? And add second number to second number, 0.1 plus 0.2, 0.3. This is answer, very easy. This is the value of L. If you need relative error, delta x over x naught, this is delta x, second number, and this is x naught, first number. So 0.3 divide 11 time 100 to get the result by percentage. You understand? The second method, time or divide. I have two brackets in the problem also, okay? At first, x naught, this is the actual value or the actual, the real value. Step number 1, get real value or actual value. If this problem multiplication, so x naught 1 or first number here multiply by first number here. X naught 1 multiply x naught 2. If this problem divide, make x naught, okay, x naught 1 divide x naught 2 to get x naught, the real number or actual number. Number 2, get the relative error. Relative error has law R equal delta x over x naught, okay? But I can't get relative error for two brackets together. But I can get relative error for only one bracket. So I get relative error for first bracket, delta x 1 over x naught 1, and repeat that step for second brackets, R2 equal delta x2 over x naught 2, and summation or add two result together to get our relative error. يبقى هنجيب relative error للفirst bracket و relative error للsecond bracket by apply this rule and add the two relative errors, R1 plus R2 equal R. Third step, to obtain delta x or absolute error. Absolute error from this law equal R time x naught. When multiplication R by x naught, get delta x. Delta x equal R x naught. El R get in second step and the x naught get from the first step. So multiply the first number from first step to second number get from second step to obtain delta x. For example, to understand, calculate each of the relative error and the absolute error when the measuring the area of rectangle A of length 6 plus and minus 0.1 meter and width plus or minus 5 plus or minus 0.2 meter. Width and length, okay? These brackets called width, these brackets called length. He asked me to get relative error and absolute error when measuring the area of rectangle. What is the area of rectangle? Area of rectangle equal length time width. So this rule multiply length time width. So I need multiply these brackets time these brackets. Applied 3 steps. Number 1. At first get x naught. X naught, first number in each bracket. Multiply 6 times 5. 6 times 5. 6 times 5 equal 30. يبقى 30 the real area or the actual area for this rectangle. Number 2, relative error. Relative error equal delta x over x naught applied to each brackets. Okay, so relative error equal 0.1 over 6, 0.1 over 6 plus 0.2 over 5, 0.2 over 5. Okay, equal the result. This is relative error. Okay, number 3, delta x. Delta x equal, from this law, r time x naught. R time x naught. R, the result, r 0.0 at calculator get 0.05666 approximately 0.06. okay, يبقى ال R 0.06 time ال x naught 30 to get time 30 equal 1.7. Open brackets and put plus and minus. First number x naught 30 from first step. Second number delta x from the last step, 1.7. Another example, calculate the relative error and the absolute error when measuring the volume of cuboid. Volume of cuboid, volume equal length time width time height. So this problem multiplication. 3 steps اللي احنا اتفقنا عليهم يا شباب. When its dimensions are as follows. احنا محتاجين دلوقتي 3 brackets. brackets لللينث، brackets للويدث، brackets للهايت. وانا اتفقت معاكم ان البراكتس كلها بتبقى x naught الفيرست نمبر بلس وماينس دلتا x السكند نمبر. x naught ودلتا x اللينث والويدث والهايت. اوكي؟ اوكي. measured value this is x. actual value x naught. يبقى I have x naught 4.4 لللينث، 3.5 width، 3 height. But I didn't found delta x. I can get delta x by this law. Delta x equal x naught minus x. So you can, okay, so we can add it column in here to get delta x. Delta x equal x naught minus x. x naught minus x. 4.4 minus 4.3, 0.1. 3.5 minus 3.3, 0.2. 3 minus 2.8, 0.2. Okay? So I have 3 brackets, x naught and delta x for length, x naught and delta x for width, x naught and delta x for height. Plus minus plus minus plus minus. Applied بقى each step. Number 1, x naught equal this is real value or actual value equal what? Equal x naught time x naught time x naught, length time width time height. 4.4 time 3.5 time 3 equal. Step number 2, get relative error for each bracket. Delta x over x naught. Delta x 0.1 over 4.4, 0.1 over 4.4 plus 0.2 over 3.5 plus 0.2 over 3. Third step, delta x equal x naught get from first step time r get from second step to obtain delta x, and open brackets and write x naught at first plus minus delta x at the second number. Thanks and goodbye.